Okay, good afternoon again, students. So as we all know that this is our subject, which is known as, the subject name is Food and Beverage Service Operation, and the subject code is BHMCT 40318. So as of now, we have done um, like our very important topic, the base of the topic, as we all know that alcoholic beverages are our ongoing topics, and we have completed the methods of alcoholic beverages. We started with the introduction of alcoholic beverages. After completing it, we moved on. We have covered the methods of producing alcoholic beverages, and then we explained clearly there are two methods to produce alcoholic beverages. One is, can anyone tell me if I would make you allowed to speak? Just let me like some one of you to get unmuted. Yes, Harjot Kaur, if you are able to speak, you can unmute yourself. Just try to unmute yourself. Fine. So let's get started. As of now, to move further, we'll have a review of the previous lectures that we have done. The fermentation method, which is the oldest and simplest method to produce alcohol. And the other thing is, the other method is distillation method. So fermentation does not require any heat, right, or direct heat, but distillation requires. So fermentation is simply, we need to do, we need to get the extract of a fruit, and then we are required to add yeast into it and let it be keep aside for fermentation process or for some days. Then by adding yeast, there would be a chemical reaction where yeast reacts on sugar and it will produce alcohol and release carbon dioxide. So these two things used to be done after adding yeast or during the fermentation. I'm repeating, during fermentation, two things used to happen. One, that yeast reacts on sugar and then it produces alcohol. Second thing, it releases carbon dioxide, right? And then the second method was distillation method, in which we used to come to know that after fermentation process, we like that particular liquid is called as, there is a special term given to the liquid which we obtained after fermentation process. That liquid, that name is alcoholic wash. I'm repeating, once you are done with the fermentation process, and if we take example of grape juice, we have extracted the grape juice from grapes and we have added yeast into it. We have kept for 30 days. After 30 days, that particular liquid is called as alcoholic wash, right? So that alcoholic wash, during a distillation process, we need to pick that alcoholic wash and put into the container, the special container which is required for distillation process. That container is known as, like, there are two types of container. Like in simple word, I'm just using the container, but the actual name is still. So we used to use two type of stills to complete the distillation process. The first one and the oldest still is pot still, and the modern one is patent still, where we pick the alcoholic wash and let it get evaporated, and then condensation process has to be there, which converts the vapors into liquid form again. By this way, what will happen? We will get the spirits in that contains high quantity of alcohol, up to 95% alcohol, right? So this is the like a small revision of the previous lectures we have done. Now moving further to classification of the alcoholic beverages. This would be our like new topic, which is known as alcoholic beverage, classification of alcoholic beverages. So classification mean to say types of alcoholic beverages which are present in the world, we can say that, right? So this is a small picture. We will start from upside alcoholic beverages. Then there are three types: fermented, brewed, and fermented, distilled, right? And fermented liquids are wine, cider, and brewed and fermented are beer and sake. Some people used to call it sake, right? And the third is distilled. So distilled liquids or beverages are spirits, liqueurs, then they woo, right? So we'll check one by one, like what all fermented liquids are there, definitions of the liquids, right? We will be covering all these things that comes under these three classifications, right? So we will start from the fermented one, the first classification, which is fermented beverages. So fermented beverages can be divided into two groups, then wine and beers. So wines, so we'll talk about wines. Wines are fermented from fruit juices containing fermentable sugar. Mean to say any fruit juice that contains sugar that can react upon the like that can helps the yeast to get fermented. And the beers come from starch containing products, which is like cereal or barley is the best example to produce, or best ingredient to produce beer, right? And but one thing we know, that barley is like it comes under the family wheat family, right? If you used to have wheat, it is not sweet in nature, but yes, it contains starch, right? So starch is either we must have starch or sugar to produce alcohol. In other words, if we are going to produce alcohol, then we need to have these two materials. Either we must have a sugar contained liquid or we must have starch in the liquid, right? And after a process, we need to convert that starch into soluble sugar, then yeast, so that yeast can react upon, right? So this was the fermented beverage, the wine. And in short, wines are fermented and beer continue to this one. So example of fermented alcoholic beverages are wine. Wine can be defined as alcoholic beverages made from fermented grape juice. Cider, an alcoholic beverage made from fermented juice of cider apple. Cider apple mean to say there is a special breed of apple which is known as cider. Then Perry again, it's an alcoholic beverage made from fermented juice of pears. And one thing that we all know, we must know about Perry, that it is quite similar to cider, right? The process would be the same, but the only change is we are using another fruit, which is pear, right? The rest of the thing is same. Now, the classification, second classification, brewed and fermented drinks. Right, over here, I need to ask one point from any of you. Right. Okay, Akshay Kumar, unmute yourself. Akshay Kumar. Akshay, if you're listening me, just unmute yourself. I think Akshay, you are maybe you are unable to unmute yourself. Okay, let's come to the slides. So our second classification is brewed and fermented drinks. So brewed and fermented drinks are those drinks. It is similar to the fermented drinks, yes, and but the only difference is we need to use cereal. Like now, you have to pay attention to my previous slide where I have told you that to produce alcohol we need direct sugar or starch. So if we, in this case, we are producing or we are talking about the brewed and fermented drink where we don't have the direct sugar, but we have starch with us, any material or any ingredient that contains starch. Now brewing is the process which breaks the starch and converts it into soluble sugar, and then so that fermentation process can be started. So that's why we have written these two words together, brewed and fermented drinks. Brewed, I'm repeating, brewed or brewing is the process if we are using an ingredient which does not contain direct sugar, right? And the example of this is any cereal, or we would pick only single one, which is barley. Like we have taken barley. Now the barley does not contain direct sugar. We need to soak it into water for 3 or 4 days, right? And then we are let it keep aside for the germination process, right? And germinate, after germination process we need to stop the germination by heating up, right? After heating up, it has to be crushed, and now we need to add hot water in that crushed material. Earlier it was whole seed of barley, now we have in the crushed form. So that crushed form, by adding hot water, now it is quite like it is ready for the fermentation process, right? So this is the thing, this is the process which is known as brewing. Okay, and now brewed in hot water to extract maximum soluble sugar, right? Just give me a moment. I think like I want to know that whether my voice is audible. Okay, so beer, like what I was saying, that top fermented, there are two types of beers present. The one is, we used to call it ale. Just pay attention to the bold letters. And the other one, the other type of beer is known as lager, right? I'm repeating, there are two types of beer. One is ale and another one is lager. The types, we used to differentiate the type by adding different yeast. If you add one type of yeast, then it would be become like it would become ale, or if you add the another type which is called as Saccharomyces Carlsbergensis, then it would be known as lager, right? So during beer production, we will talk about briefly the whole process of beer production, right? After this slide, we will be moving towards the production of beer. What is beer, the history of beer, and then we'll talk about the whole production, the step-by-step process of beer production, right? So here in yours, like on your screen, it is mentioned like the examples of brewed and fermented drinks. The another example of brewed and fermented drink is sake. Some people used to call it sake. So sake is what? Again, it is an alcoholic beverage which is fermented from rice, and the origin of this particular drink is Japan. Right? Now, again, like if I would ask you that rice, again, rice is something which does not contain direct sugar. It contains starch. So that's why to get or to obtain alcoholic beverage, to produce alcoholic beverage from rice, we need to brew it. We need to break the starch. Right. So sake is light color and the alcoholic percentage is 14 to 16%. And it could be a non-carbonated drink, right? Now, the third classification, which are known as distilled beverages. So can anyone tell me what is distilled beverages? If I would ask to Julie Kumari, just unmute yourself and quickly answer. What do you mean by distilled beverages?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Julie. Speak loudly. Julie Kumari, are you speaking?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking
Yes,
you a small question. Distilled beverages, do you have any idea about it?
no, sir.
Why no? Why no? We have already done in 2 lectures. We are keep on talking about the distilled beverages, distillation process. Okay, do you have any idea about distillation process? Yes, Julie? You have
No,
to
sir.
be little quick on it. Have you written
Sorry.
somewhere what is distillation process? Because we have already done in the previous lecture. Have you written somewhere?
सर मैं बाहर हूँ अभी इसीलिए.
Okay, this is not the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can you can mute yourself, but this is not the right. Arjun Kumar, just unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. The same question to you. Can you please tell us what do you mean by distilled beverages? What are these beverages?
Sorry, sir. I don't know about this.
Okay. And
Yes, sir.
any idea about distillation process?
Sorry, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So if you are not getting the idea or if you are unable to
Yes, sir. Because I'm just joining in this class, sir.
no, like this is
Yes,
not
sir.
the like I would say that we all must rise above from the excuses, right? Like if you have joined late, then you must join early, right?
Yes, sir. Because I'm busy in.
Okay. I think your
Yes,
voice
sir.
is
Urgently. Yes.
I would say that if anyone is having any task, then you must inform us prior to the class. You can inform your coordinator, not at the time when you are being asked by us. Okay, no worry. So distilled beverages, any other person, anyone wants to speak on distilled beverages?
Excuse me, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Staff Raja.
Yes, sir. Distilled beverage is nothing but basically it's a spirit. We go through the process of distillations,
Very good.
and the vapor condense into the liquid in the form of the spirit. And the many example of this is vodka, rum,
Very
a
good,
lot of
Staff
these.
Raja.
Thank you.
This is the right answer. Okay, so Safraja has given you the answer that distilled beverages are those that could produced by the distillation process. So distillation process, even like in this the moment I started this lecture, I told you that we have done two types of methods to produce alcohol beverage. The one was fermented or fermentation method, and another one the distillation method. So the drinks that produced by the distillation process are known as distilled beverages. So if we talk about, like, here are some examples, or there's a different or definition of distilled beverage. To obtain any alcoholic beverages, fermentation is required. So this about distillation or distilled beverages, we need to undergo the fermentation method. So to increase the strength of alcohol, distillation is required to increase the alcoholic strength, right? And distillation start from a base of fermented liquid. Again, I told you that fermented liquid is known as alcoholic wash. So alcoholic wash will be carried out or carried further to start the distillation process, where we give direct heat sometime if we are using the pot still, and then that alcoholic wash gets evaporated. We need to condense it or we need to cool it so that the vapors can convert into liquid form. That liquid, which we will be like we will collect, that particular liquid is called as spirit, and these spirits are known as distilled beverages. So distilled drinks have a high percentage. This is again correct thing, because we are aware of that after distillation process, the alcoholic content can be raised up to 95%. So newly distilled, like the newly distilled spirits that are not matured, in like generally what happens after collecting the spirits distillation process, once the distillation process is over, you have collected the spirits. Now that spirit has to be matured in some casks. That casks are made of wood, special wood, which is known as oak wood, like a tree which is known as oak. The cask that is made by the oak wood, and we need to mature that spirit into oak casks. And if we are not maturing, the character, or we can say that which kind of spirit it would be raw, sharp, and harsh in taste. Like the person who will directly sip the spirit, which is young spirit, prior to the maturation process, then it would give a sharp taste. And if after maturation process, then it would be giving you, like it will give you a mellow, a smooth taste, a flavor of wood, and it would be like oak. There would be color, which will be, like, we can say that infused by the oak barrels, right? Generally, each spirit has a color, transparent color. In simple words, we all know that whiskey, if I ask you that whiskey, what color of whiskey is, we used to call it golden color or brown color. Like people will give a different shade, but we all know that whiskey contains a dark color. But generally, if we talk about the young whiskey, the whiskey that we produce just after the distillation process, it does not have any color. It usually it has a transparent color. So if we need to add color, then we are required to mature it into the oak barrels, wooden barrels. So if we mature it for 1 year, 2 years, then the color would be there. Then like it gets color from the wood. Otherwise, each and every spirit has no color. The longer you add or you keep the spirit into the oak barrels, then more the color you will get. Sometimes people used to add caramel also. Caramel like you can, like you have mm, done in the bakery, how to produce caramel, how to make the caramel, right? Just to heat the sugar, and then sugar would be converted into the another form which is known as caramel. People used to add caramel also into the spirits, again to give color, right? So here is the definition of distilled beverages, right? Some examples: spirits. All spirits are the example of distilled beverages, right? Let me, like, we all are human. We cannot recall the thing, or we cannot get the things remembered every time. So we can use pen and paper. During the class, you all must have a pen and paper. Write down the points that we used to discuss. Sometime a teacher used to speak those points or share those points that are not in the PPT, right? So, but they sometimes they are very important. So I would prefer that, and I would suggest that you all must carry notebook during your classes if you really want to pay attention to your studies. Otherwise, what will happen? You'll get little less marks, right? Okay, to move further, so here are some examples of distilled beverages. Spirits. Spirits are the example of distilled beverages. What all spirits are here? Whiskey, rum, gin, vodka, tequila, brandy. Can anyone tell me, like, what is the base product of tequila? Anyone? Base product of tequila?
The
Yes, Badal Sharma.
plant blue agave.
Agave plant. Very good. Okay. To give you another point related to it, the technical or the scientific name of that plant is called as Tequilana weber. And tequila is a Mexican drink, right? And vodka is a Russian drink. And gin is produced from juniper berry, and it got produced by accidentally, I would say, like as per the history, right? Okay, so let's move further. There are some other spirits which are known as absinthe, pestis. We'll discuss these things in a whole lecture, right, separately. Then liqueurs. Like I would say, like you all want, like you all want to know about the liqueur. There is a word liqueur. Generally, if you move out, there is a shop. I think most of the person, we all have seen a shop which is known as wine and liquor shop, right? I think all of you have seen this kind of shop, wine and liquor shop, alongside the road. But this word is not the liquor. This is liqueur, right? And this is like the important thing, or the best part of it. It is the third step of spirits. How? The first step to produce spirit is the fermentation. Once you get the fermented drink, you boil it and you collect the spirits. Now, in spirits, if you add some flavor or some whole fruit into it, let it keep for, again, let it keep for 1 month. For an example, we have taken brandy, right? Brandy is a spirit. Brandy is a complete spirit, and we are going to produce liqueur out of brandy. So we have taken brandy and we have added orange skin into it, and we have kept it for 7 to 15 days, for an example. Okay, and now what will happen? The orange skin, the taste of orange skin would be infused into brandy. Got my point? Like if you put orange skin, the orange fruit I'm talking about, the skin of orange fruit, if you put into the brandy for 15 days, then what will happen? The taste or flavor of orange skin would be there in the brandy. Now we take that brandy and we will start the distillation process together. Like we keep the skin inside the brandy and let it go for distillation process. Now what will happen? The final product we will get will be known as liqueur, and that liquid would be strong liquid which contains high amount of alcohol, one, then the aroma of orange would be there, right? And the like a single name would be given to that particular liquid is called as liqueur, right? So this is a like long process. It's a vast subject. We will discuss clearly in other lectures in the time to come. So liqueur is an alcoholic beverage which has a base of spirit, that I have given you an example. Like I've told you in the example, the base was brandy and we have added a fruit, or we can add some herbs, right? And we can keep the mixture of fruit and brandy aside, and then the distillation process has to be there. We can add some sweetening agents also, right? So these three steps are required to produce to produce liqueur. So it can be colored or colorless. So in the last slide, right, there is a like compilation of the classification of alcoholic beverages, right? This is what we have done. And if anyone is having any question, you may ask right now. Yes, students. Do you want to ask anything?
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Excuse
Yes,
me, sir.
Mohammed Vash.
Sir, in previous lecture, you have taught that red wine get fermented at 22 to 25 degrees Celsius. But you have also taught that fermented take place at 3 to 22 degrees Celsius. After or more than 22 degrees Celsius, yeast had been killed. How it's possible?
Like, come again. Like, I'm not getting your question, my dear.
Sir, I'm saying that, sir, in previous lecture you have taught that fermentation take place at 3 to 22 degrees Celsius.
3
More
to
than
20.
22 degrees. 3 to 20. Sir, and also, sir,
It was 32 degrees Celsius.
it was 32 degrees Celsius.
Yes. It was 32.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, like we can check right now. 3 to 14 was, I think you are adding two things, my dear, together. Like alcoholic content was 3 to 14.
No, sir. I'm saying that, sir, yeast has been killed at 22 degrees Celsius at the
See the
time of
screen. Yes, see the
fermentation.
screen. The temperature for fermentation is 3 to 32 degrees Celsius.
Oh, sir. Sir, I was noted it wrong, so that's why I was asking that.
Okay. Now, like, I hope your point is clear.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. Okay, any other thing? And I appreciate Muhammad Vash that you have asked, and I appreciate for this thing that you are noting down the things.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now, if anyone wants to ask anything, otherwise I will move further. Harmanjot Singh, do you have something to say? Okay.
Like will tell that
Okay, Arjun, sorry to interrupt you. You are required to sit in a location where like your voice would be clear. I think there would be some internet issues. Your voice is cracking, my dear.
sir.
Yes, Arjun.
Learning late class because I am busy in festival because the home.
Okay, no worry,
So I
Arjun.
am busy.
Like we will plan a lecture. We will plan a lecture in which we will revise. Actually, what is doing
Why?
what
Also
I'm
because
doing right now.
yes, I am
In
getting
every
busy,
lecture, I
so
used to
I
do.
want to share.
I got your point, my dear. You can mute yourself. What I'm saying, I used to try to revise the lecture, the previous lecture in every new lecture. Like what I used to do, this is what I'm doing. Before I like the one like once I start the lecture, I used to revise the previous topics that we have done. Because I know some of you have joined and from this lecture only. So we have like you have not missed so much of the content. So you can pay attention from today's only because even I have covered the first lectures, like the thing that we have covered in the first lecture, I have completed, I've discussed today also. So not to worry. And after some time, like we'll plan a revision lecture in which you'll cover all those things. Okay. Now there would be another topic which is again very important topic, very interesting. Let me share the screen. Okay. So today we will be learning about beer. What is beer? If there is any history related to beer, we will discuss that one also. And then what all ingredients are there which are important to produce, which are required to produce beer. Right? Shall we start? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So beer, let's talk about the history of beer. Beer is like we have already discussed that beer is something which is produced by two methods. The first method is brewing and another one is fermentation. So the combination of these two methods produce beer. Like if we use these two methods, then only we can get the beer. So the method of brewing it has some history. Like generally people say is that it comes from China 6,000 years back, right? And they produce it through rice. Like they took rice, they brew the rice. Brew mean to say that they soak the rice in water, and then after soaking it, they spread on floor to to dry the rice, and then they crush the rice. They added hot water. By this way, like they kept that rice water aside, and then that liquid would be known as, like this would be the process of brewing, right? This would be considered as the history of beer, that the brewing process will be the brewing process get originated in China, and then with the brewing process, people started making beers also, right? So this was the history, a simple history, like ancient time. It is not the news. Like 6,000 years back is a big time, right? And so if anyone knows the brewing process, then the person can produce beer, right? And people, the monks especially, monks were used to drink these brewed water. I would say, I would not say beer, because at that time people do not know that it was a beer, or they have not given a name, that beer name to the drink. Earlier it was just a brewed water. They add they uh, they brewed the rice, and then they let it go for the fermentation process, and then they started drinking that liquid. So monks were drinking, and they used to sit for prayers and all, right? Okay, so now there are some major and very important ingredients required for the beer production. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the major and basic ingredient which is required for the beer production? We have discussed a lot.
Sir, barley.
Correct. Barley is the one which is required to produce beer. And any other thing? Anyone? Any idea? Any guess that what would be the other thing which is required to produce beer? One is barley. Okay. Beer used to produce through barley, and barley has to be undergone the brewing process. So the first ingredient, which is malt, it is barley. Like, do not get confused. Like, you can interchange this word with barley. The first one is barley and water, and third ingredient is hops. Fourth ingredient is sugar, then yeast, then finings. So these 6 ingredients are required. The first one is malt. Malt, again, it is barley. Malt is a process. This is what I have written over here, right? Like, once the barley is got germinated, that stage is called as malted barley. So that's why I have written malt. If I would say just do the malting if like I give 1 kg of barley to you, and I am saying that do the malting process, then what all you need to do is you have to add water. You need to soak that barley, let it go for the germination process, and you need to come back after 4 days. Sir, we have sprouts in the barley. That stage is called as malted barley. Now it is not the simple barley, it is now changed with malted barley, right? That's why I've written malt over here. So one by one we will discuss, and we will check the roles of each and every ingredient in the production of beer. The first one is malted barley. I have some pictures, just see, and so that you can have the clarity. So this is the, like, it is quite similar to wheat, right? And now it is like, you can see the sprouts, and it is done after like you have like soaked the barley, and then let it go for the germination process. After that, you will get the sprout like this. The another one, water, which is required. The third one is hops. Just see the picture of this plant, right? And we will check what are the major roles of this particular plant in the beer. What this plant does in the production of beer? What is the role of this particular flower, bloom, right? The name of this particular thing is called as, the name of this plant or fruit, what do you say, is hops. It is again very, very important thing in the production of beer. Okay, the next one is sugar. Again, we need sugar. And why we need sugar? What is the role of sugar? We'll check, we'll discuss later on. And then the last one is finding. Actually, right? And we have missed one thing, I think. Yeast was okay. We have missed the picture of yeast. I'll show you later on. Okay. So now we will talk about the ingredients one by one, right? So the malt mean to say barley. Malt is the stage of barley. So it is the base product of beer. It is obtained from cereals. And which cereal we used to use is barley. So malt is something which is present in cereals. Now the second major ingredient is water, because we need water when we used to soak the barley, right? We need to use water during the fermentation process, right? So water is again a major ingredient. And then the character, even like, yes, it is again quite simple to understand. The quality of water that you are using is directly proportional to the quality of beer you'll get, right? If you need a good quality of beer, definitely you need to use a good quality of water. Good quality of water mean to say the hardness of water, the pH value of water. Is it acidic or alkali, right? So this is what we are required to check to use the water, or while we are using water, right? Sometime like people used to use well waters or mineral waters, right? Springs are those that produce mineral waters. Right, now what is hop? Just pay attention. So this is like a flower, a cone kind of flower, right? Basically, it is the best quality of hops are get produced in Kent, which is in England, right? So what the scientific name of the hops are Humulus lupulus. So hops are required to give a better taste, to give aroma, flavor, and yes, the dryness to the beer. Dryness mean to say the moment people used to drink it, it gives a dry taste in mouth. Again, it has a quality which is like it has an, like we can say that antiseptic quality, right? And again, it removes the sediments also, like during the production, if there is some sediment that is left over in the liquid, then hops are there to, like that hops helps us to remove that sediments. Now again, it improves the shelf life also. So by this way, what we are understanding that the hops have the preservative nature, right? It gives flavor, aroma. The bitter flavor of the wine is the beer is from hops, even like not from only hops, but from the roast also, right? The roasting process that gives the bitter flavor to the beer. Now the sugar, why we need sugar? Again, like sugar is not a major ingredient, but yes, it is required sometime to fasten the fermentation process. As we all know that the food for yeast is sugar. So sugar generally would it like if the fermentation process is slow, then we can add sugar into it, right? so that the fermentation can be taken place little early. Now the next one is it required for below purpose. The one is to speed up the fermentation, to reduce the bitterness. Sometimes like hops give the bitter taste, or sometimes barley gets more roasted, and then to give color in the form of caramel, and cause secondary fermentation. Secondary fermentation again, it gives us like, because yeast is there in the in the liquid, and then we add sugar, then again fermentation process will be there. Then yeast, it is required for the fermentation process. Yeast is a living organism, right? Or next point is, during fermentation process, what yeast does, yeast converts the sugar into the alcohol, and it produces carbon dioxide. So it get multiplied during the fermentation process. This is very important to understand, that once you add, for an example, you add 10 gram of yeast into the container after the final fermentation, it will be multiplied. The layer would be there on the liquid. That layer contains the yeast, the amount of yeast. People used to collect it for the further use, right? And then two types of yeast are Saccharomyces cerevisiae and Saccharomyces carlsbergensis. Finings are the agents that are required to clean the beer, and it is required in the last stage of the beer production. Once you have the beer with you, but yes, the beer is not clear, right? So just to give a crystal clear kind of nature, not crystal clear, because beer has some color, but yes, to remove the sediments, the other particles, the leftover yeast, right, the hops and all these things can be removed in this process, in this stage. And what we used to use in this stage, there is a special thing, the production, like the brewers, the brewery persons, they used to use it. There is a kind of fish, there is a special breed which is known as sturgeon fish. The liver of that fish is used to clean the beers. They put liver into it, and all the sediments get attracted to that liver, that particular what we can say, that uh, the the thing, right? And then they remove that liver, and the name given to that liver is called as isinglass, right? So isinglass is what? A liver of sturgeon fish. They put the liver or the skin, or what do you say, and then uh, all these particle sediments, they get attracted to the isinglass. I have a picture of the isinglass, the air bladders of various fish, especially sturgeon, right? And then the sediments get collected in the bottom, and then it is quite easy to clean it. All right, so this is the picture of that isinglass, and this one is the picture of sturgeon fish, right? And this is all about the beer. Not the whole like whole topic has been completed. It is just the starting of the beer, right? I have some polls, I have some questions over here, so be quick on this point, and just give me a minute. I'm going to launch the polls, right? Some questions are there that we have discussed today in this class. Just answer them. So try to be quick. right? Start answering. Okay, the brewing is the process required for brewing. Student, we had paid a lot attention to this point, brewing, so please answer correctly. Wine used to be produced by fruits, right? And fruit contains the direct sugar, and brewing is required if we are not using the direct sugar fruit. Pineapple, bitter taste, sweet taste. 15 of 22. Be quick, my dear. Still 4 or 5 students are pending. Preet Kaur, do you want to say something? Okay, 18. Be quick, my dear. Still 3 students are pending. Two students are left. Be quick, students. We will be easily come to know that if like the name will be shown to me easily. Okay, 21 out of 21. I'm going to end the poll. Okay, we'll check. So beer is distilled. Okay, so we will share the result. Okay, students, so if we will discuss the first question, beer is the distilled beverage. My dear, beer is not a distilled beverage. If you check the classification, and we have learned that beer is brewed and fermented drink. It is not the distilled one, right? And the 12 students have given the answer that beer is the distilled beverage, which is incorrect. So beer brewing is the process required for, like during the poll, I have given you the hint also that brewing is required if we are using non like a product that does not contain direct sugar, and people have marked the answer wine. Wine is get produced by direct a fruit that contains direct sugar. There is no need to brew the grapes. Okay, just check like during the wine production, do I have said that we need to soak the grapes, we need to keep the grapes for the germination process? I directly said that bring the grapes, crush it, and extracted, put yeast. So brewing is something which is required for beer, not for wine. Okay, what is the food for yeast? That is good. That everyone has, like everyone have given right answer. Then Perry is produced by not pineapple. It is a wine. It is a like type of wine, or it is a fermented drink, which is produced by pear, a fruit pear. Then hops are required to give or to get bitter taste, not sweet, because just remember the two slides back. Like I've mentioned, sugar. Sugar is there, which is required to give a sweet taste, not the hops. And the other one is base product of to produce beer is barley. And people have how many? Like 4 people have marked the answer grapes. So grapes are not the one that are required to produce beer. So over here, like this is the live example, students. That's why I used to keep on saying that kindly write down the content that you are being taught during the class. Whatever your teacher is saying, whatever the points that you are you are getting or you are able to see on your screen, just note down the major points, right? So that these points would be required to answer these questions. So now, like we are left with only 5 minutes, and let me tell you the next thing that we will be doing, or we will be covering in the time to come in the next lecture. So we will start the production of beer. Again, like those who have joined from today, right? Kindly start coming regularly, because we have a very vast syllabus in this semester, and it is quite interesting. If you will miss one lecture, then it would be a great loss for you, right? No doubt that we will have the revision lectures, but yes, it is quite important to present in each and every lecture, because each lecture would be connected to the previous one and the next one. And try to be with your notebook and a pen, right? I would not say that ask me the question every time. No, like sometime it may happen that you have written, or you have you don't have any question or doubt, but yes, you like during your self study, it will be very helpful to you that the notes that you have made during the classes. Okay, so in the next lecture, we will start the production of beer. The production of beer starts with the production of beer starts with the first step, which is malting. Then malting, after that, we will be moving towards the germination process, which comes under the malting, then the roasting of malt. What terms would be there, right? And when there would be like which is the best time to add hops, and what we generally do with the leftover hops. So we will be covering these points. Once the barley will be over, like the leftover barley, what is the requirement of the leftover barley, what people generally do with that particular thing. Once the barley is being extracted, the whole starch or whole sugar has been extracted from barley, what they generally do with the leftover thing. So we'll do these things, and if anyone wants to ask any question, then you may ask right now, because we are about to end the class and the session. I hope the session, like you have understand, like the points are quite clear to you, I believe. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All clear, sir.
All clear. Okay. Fine. Like after every 7 days, we'll check the notebooks, right? The things that you have written and the notes that I have used to send you in your Google Classroom. It is important and it is very important to make the notebooks, right? Prepare the journal, write down the whole content in your journals, whether it is theory or practical. You have to you have to keep two journals. One is theory and one has to be for practical. The content that you will get for 404, that has to be written in another copy, and the content that you are getting related to 40318 subject code, and you have to write down in another copy, right? And after every 7 to 8 days we'll check that copy online. Okay, your whole class participation will be directly proportional to these activities, my dear. Okay, so I hope my points are clear to you. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you so much, students.
Thank you, sir. Take
Thank
care.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, dear.